Monday. 3 weeks since my surgeries. I'm entering the 4th week of recovery. Apparently by the end of, or by next Monday, the restriction of me lifting more than 2 kilos will be lifted. I've got to ring the specialist and just double check on that. I have to keep this on still for another 3 weeks. Appointment with the surgeon 6 weeks after the surgery, which is in about 3 weeks' time. I'll double check on the date. I am currently in the office because I'm actually doing work from home, so not having to use up all of my sick leave. I did a couple of days last week where there was timetable things to be done, so I got those done, and today I'm working on the start of next year's timetable, creating the elective forms and the websites that we use, because subject selections start this week. They do a little trade fair type thing at school on Wednesday. I'm not sure if they're doing the subject information evening this year again because of COVID ramping up again a little bit. I'm really not sure. But anyway, I'm getting those things done and recording the process of what I'm doing and creating little instructional videos, because I'm finally getting a timetable routine put together. For years and years and years it's just been me. An expression of interest was put out to staff who might be interested in joining the team for some part of the process, and so I'm creating videos for doing those sort of things. Just tried to get Batman to go and play, and he didn't really want to. He'd chase the ball and stop. I'd pick it back up and throw it, he'd chase the ball and stop. And I don't know if he just didn't want to get the grass is really wet out the back, so I just don't know if he just didn't want to run around in the wet. I'm not sure. He was happy to be out there with me, but he didn't really want to play. As James from Fix It Fingers said, he's becoming a little bit of a fatty boomba. He's gaining weight. We've got to try and get that weight off him, and it's really hard to get him exercise when I can't go out at the moment, so I feel crap about that. That's why I tried to get him to play ball, and my wife tried to get him to play ball out in the front yard yesterday, and I don't think he played for very long, so I'm not feeling too bad. I'm basically leaving this on. I'm even sleeping in this to make sure I don't twist my neck too far in the night, because I'd hate to sort of roll around and go too far and do damage, because as the specialist said to me, he ground a lot of the bone out of the joints, so the joints are fairly loose. So far so good. Good boy. I think we're both in need of the exercise. Although right now I don't have the strength to throw. And I think he's had enough. Good afternoon. It's week 4 since surgery, because I thought I was going to get ready to go to work this week. I've been told by my surgeon I have to wait until after he sees me, which is Tuesday of next week. So at the moment my boss has allowed me to work from home on the timetable, because there's a lot of preparation work that needs to be done, and I'm actually getting a team put together of staff who are going to be helping me out with the processes, and I'm just sort of figuring out what I can delegate out, and creating some training videos on how I do the process and what they would need to do in order to help out in part of the team. And I just looked down, it's after 1 o'clock. I said I was going to have a Teams meeting with the principal, so I better go on and do that. It's Thursday, our power is off again. They're doing some scheduled maintenance on our power line supply that way, closer up towards the highway, and they've been basically turning off our power every Thursday at 8 AM till about 4 PM. Any work that I was going to do today that involved internet access can't happen, but thankfully I've got the timetable work is only on my laptop, but the actual timetable software is on the laptop, so I can work on it. I don't have the benefit of 2 screens today, so I've got to work on the little screen. Yesterday's meeting that I had with the boss was very good. It was very long, a lot of information covered, because there's some big changes happening in the timetable curriculum, the way that we're dividing up the curriculum and setting up new programs and that sort of stuff for the whole school, which is really good. And I think I've got it all balanced out, and I started putting bone tips, tilting. I got most of year 7 fixed up yesterday, and some of year 11 and 12 I need to do the other years. One of the things I was doing yesterday was recording videos of processes for other members of the team for them to be able to do, to sort of reduce that load for me later in the process. And when I went to check them, I forgot to check the settings in my recording software, my screen recording software, and it wasn't recording my microphone. So it was recording all system sounds and stuff, but every bit of explanation I did, not there. So I've got to redo those videos completely. I might be able to get those done today because I don't need internet access for that either.